All right, what's up, Nampa? Hey, I just want to take a couple minutes and go over a dirty side pullback. There's been some confusion, and I want to try to maintain some consistency and some solid terminology, some common terminology around this. So, first things first, clean side is always the painted side. No matter how often you go to the car wash, the dirty side's the underside. It's always dirty no matter what, right? So we have a vehicle on its side. We're going to simulate, we want to keep this area open, so like a roof flap down or taking the glass or whatever our operation is going to be, but we want this area clean. So let's not forget the initial stabilization, and that's what we do first. It's the BLS before ALS. So we would come, like usually send the medic over or the firefighter. They would assess the patient, and they can easily put this initial stabilization in the form of step chocks, setting them here so we can at least, if we need to, assess the patient by taking glass and doing a further assessment inside the vehicle if we have to, right? So this one, we got a patient, let's say, crumpled up down there, stable. So we're going to continue with moving on to advanced stabilization, okay? So what that looks like, there's several ways to do this for us. With a dirty side pullback, the setup we have here, what we're going to do is basically suck the vehicle against the struts, okay? So the issue that I see happening is it's really hard with just rope to tension the vehicle and then capture that tension once you let go of the rope and tie it. It is a dynamic rope, but there's still some stretch in it. So we want to take that out. We want to eliminate that and make it easier for people to just roll off the rig at 2 in the morning and get this vehicle set up. So here, in a perfect world, we want to put the struts at the same location, the same height, and then we want to pull back and suck it against the struts at the same location. We don't have the perfect opportunity here, but we made best do what we had. So here you look, we're using the chain, we're using chain clusters. Remember, we're avoiding sprung components, right? So stuff that's not in the suspension that's going to move, because more than likely when it rolls, this is damaged. So we're using a subframe here, and we're using the unibody frame back there. Right, we got the struts. We're probably a little more than 45. Remember, 45 to 60. 60 is the perfect angle for these. We're using the leashes against the vehicle at a lower point. Again, in line. We're not worried about anything moving this way, so we should be good this way. And then we're gonna pull using the eyelets for the rig. So when we spotted, we pitched the firefighter behind the driver out, and he said, "Hey, spot me where the eyelets are in the center of the vehicle," and that's what we did, right? So here, we're kind of eyeballed the middle of this chain. We'll pull back with a ratchet strap, which is tied a figure 8, and then we tied it off to the eyelets right there. And then we just use the ratchet strap to tighten it all up. If, for example, this was down an embankment or we didn't want to operate in this hot zone, we can flip this around and have the ratchet strap over there, whatever works for you. But just using this ratchet strap to take the tension out of this and then lock it is ideal. Right? So remember, housekeeping, close all your ratchets, keep everything in one neat area. This is how it should be done. I know there's several ways to do it. You can use ground stakes if you can't get the rig in a spot. You're using ground stakes. Remember to give a little bit of an angle to a ground stake in the opposite direction of the load. Using big rocks, other vehicles. Remember, we want to park parallel. You don't want to see head and tail lights because you can overcome potentially the spring brakes of the rig if things get hairy. The other thing too is just think about how much weight are we really holding back here. This vehicle obviously was moderately stable when we rolled up. It did not want to roll over to the clean side. It was staying there, but it was teetering. So what are we looking to really pull back? A couple 100 pounds, maybe less, right? We literally just suck this against the struts and the vehicle is super stable. Again, this is the easiest way to do it. I want guys to just practice with it. If you have any questions, reach out to myself, reach out to Greenwood Powers. Keep training, keep seeking knowledge. Feel free to reach out with questions, guys. Thank you.